Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Halton Hills housing update. So the market is remaining super stable. It's very much like, I want to say, anticlimactic right now. It's not going one way or the other. So looking at sales last week, Georgetown had 12 sales. That's a good week. Definitely not a low week. It's not a high week, but it's a good week. We had 15 new listings, so there are definitely new listings hitting the market, but when sales are really strong, we're not feeling that increase of inventory. And we did have, I think it was 3 properties come off the market completely last week and not re-enter. So those things are also keeping sort of our inventory levels at bay. I mean, we're starting to talk about over asking again. So there were 3 of those 12 that sold over asking. So, I mean, that's 25% of the properties got over asking. So it's just a really busy time, which is so surprising for me. But I really think buyers are like, okay, this is the market now. Like, we're gonna still participate because we would like to buy a house. So in Acton, there was 1 sale and 2 new listings. So nothing crazy there, but it's continuing to move a bit. It was dead at one point. So there's still movement in terms of sales and new listings every week in Acton for almost the whole year. Glen Williams had no sales and no new listings. Limehouse had no sales, but 1 new listing. And the rural market had 1 sale and 1 new listing. So overall, you see a balance in those numbers. No like sale bracket or no new listing bracket is really like going crazy compared to the other one. So that's keeping our market very balanced. So now looking at active inventory. Last week we were at 106 active listings in Halton Hills. This week we are up just slightly to 108. So still really not a crazy number, keeping it pretty low. Georgetown remained the same this week at 60 active listings, and I know we had that gap, but like I talked about, there are still properties that aren't getting what they want and they're coming off the market, they're terminating, maybe doing some work and going to relist, but we still are seeing quite a few properties every week like coming off the market, and that's really keeping inventory at a very low level, in my opinion, for where we're at in the market. So looking at our price points, under 800,000 is down from 9 to 8 active listings, and we flipped this week. Most of them are condo or condo townhomes. 800 to $1 million is also down from 16 to 15 active listings. That price point is the one, it continues to move. It's very strong and very busy. 1 to 1.5 million is up slightly from 18 to 19 active listings, but still sitting very low. 1.5 million plus also went up slightly from 17 to 18 active listings. And again, that pocket still continuing to struggle to find buyers. So that is one, as things come up, that is a price point I suspect we'll start to see inventory starting to pile on. Just not a lot of buyers there. Acton this week, we are up slightly from 12 to 13 active listings. Glen Williams remained the same at 9. Limehouse is up to 2, and the rural market remained the same at 24. So not a ton happening. I mean, there are more sales than I thought there was going to be, and there are less listings than I thought there was going to be. So we are definitely in like an interesting pocket that I don't think, based on how we finished last year, I don't think any of us thought that this is what we would be seeing in our market. I think I said this in February, like I thought we'd be sitting in these kind of numbers straight through March. I think April and May is when most sellers start to think about like listing their homes, and that's when we start to see inventory really start to pick up, and then the buying pool that has been here from the start of the year starts to get satisfied, so there's less buyers, and then that's when the market sometimes starts to shift towards a buyer's market. But I mean, with where things are going, who knows? But overall, market is very stable. If you are a seller, it's a good time to be thinking about selling your home. If you're a buyer, it's not going to probably be as easy as it was in the back half of last year. So we're just watching this really closely and seeing if there's going to be a week where it really starts to go one way or the other, because this time last year we were strong. By the end of March, it was starting to show indicators that this was going to go south. So we'll see what happens. I will be back next Tuesday. Have a great week, everyone.